Hi and welcome to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Now, most weekends I usually do a video about X Exchange and Multiverse X. I must admit the last few I've made have been pretty depressing, to be honest, and I can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. For that reason, this video is probably not going to be particularly popular, but I'd really appreciate it if you could give the video a like. Do it right now. Go on. Have you done it? Yeah? Thanks. Okay. Do make sure you're subscribed as well, because I think I'm probably like the only channel on YouTube who is still talking about Multiverse X. I think everyone else has kind of left and gone on to other things. But nevertheless, I'm here. I'm here because I've got quite a lot of XMEX, and I quite frankly don't know what to do with it. My temptation is to hang on until it unlocks naturally and then see what it's worth, but I don't think it's going to be worth very much. I've currently got, if you look down here, I've got 3.6 billion XMEX, okay, which is worth $1,451, although it's not really worth that because it's locked. Well, most of it is locked until 2027, and it's quite likely that the price of MEX by then is going to be much less than it is now. So how much is XMEX worth? Now, I did put this post on X yesterday saying that there was a new all-time low for MEX, and we are now 99.98% down from the all-time high. Quite possibly the worst token on Multiverse X. It's probably not the worst, actually, because I think some have died completely and disappeared, so it might not be completely the worst. Now, this is kind of important because it's one of them things where years ago, the CEO of Multiverse X, Benjamin Minku, said that if you own locked MEX, which in those days was called LK-MEX, if you owned lots of LK-MEX, then you would be a first-class citizen. I think something got lost in the translation there because I think everyone feels like a third-world citizen now who has locked MEX. And for me, even when I had a third of this amount of XMEX, at one point this was worth about $300,000. It's now worth $1.5 million. And I think it's going to be worth a lot less soon. But let's look at the chart. So looking here on the weekly time frame, you can see that back here in November 2021, MEX was worth $0.00179. And at the all-time low, it was worth 0.378 times 10 to the minus $6. That's about a third of a millionth of a dollar. Not very good, is it? But rather than looking at the actual total drop in 5 years, let's just look at it on the yearly time frame to get an idea. So you can see here that in 2021, from the start of the year to the end of the year, it did actually increase by 187%. Things were looking good. But in 2022, the price dropped by 97.08%. In 2023, it dropped by 44%. 2024, it dropped by 65%. And in 2025, it dropped by 75.79%. So I'd probably think that this year is going to be a large one, more like the 97 or 65%. So probably about 80% down by the end of the year, which would take us down to something like 0.15 times 10 to the minus $6. So written as a normal number, that is 0.000000015 by the end of the year 2026. That's my prediction. So this actually means that we are now down, if I multiply this by 100, we are actually now down 99.99164616%. Now, on CoinMarketCap, MEX ranks at number 4,642, so it's definitely not in the top 100, is it? The market cap is shown as 1.6 million today, and it has a total supply of 4.07 trillion MEX. So that is 4.07, and that's times 10 to the power 12 for a trillion, isn't it? So if we multiply that by my estimated price, that would give a market cap of 610,500, which is about the same as a 2-day-old meme coin on pump.fun. Now, if I remember rightly, the actual tokenomics of MEX stated that the total supply was going to be 8 trillion in the 8th year, which will be 2029. So by then, things are going to be much worse because there's going to be so many tokens there and they're all going to be worth almost nothing. So, is MEX dead? Well, it's doing a very good impression of something that's dead, but let's ask Grok, shall we? Let's do that with the expert mode. Okay, so let's ask Grok to study that CoinMarketCap page and tell us if MEX is dead or not. Okay, well, it says MEX, the token associated with X exchange, does not appear to be dead based on current metrics and activity indicators from CoinMarketCap. It has a live price of about 0.00003964 USD with a slight positive 24-hour change of plus 0.85%, a market cap of around $1.61 million and a 24-hour trading volume of approximately $20,000. The project has seen recent developments like the version 3 protocol upgrade for better efficiency and security, new token listings, and the meta bonding rewards program for holders. I think meta bonding's finished now, so I don't think that applies. I think this is old news. Community sentiment is largely bullish at 85%, and while the market cap and volume are modest, suggesting a low growth phase rather than explosive activity, there's ongoing trading and no signs of abandonment. The all-time low was hit just 24 days ago. Well, it was actually 2 days ago, indicating recent market movement rather than stagnation. Overall, it's active but niche. I mean, I would say that the comments I got on my X post were not particularly favourable, with people like Umbra Mundi here saying, "I hear you, man, have a few billion of them. When it unlocks, it probably won't be worth enough to cover the unlock fee. The Minku brothers screwed everyone hard on this one. Prove me wrong." I can't prove you wrong. I think you're right. Ox Valentine is saying, "I don't know why you keep jolting or buying some of these non-profitable coins." I didn't actually buy any. I've only farmed it. But I farmed it because I thought it was going to be worth something. So I've farmed something that's worth almost nothing. And in the process, I've lost a lot of EGLD and other tokens in impermanent loss. So, yeah, massive loss overall. Bob Sacamino here is saying, "That's what you get for investing in a Multiverse X project. If it's not yet 99.99%, it will be soon enough." Yeah, I think that'll be by the end of the year. HG.eGold says, "When we'll hit minus 99.99, I'll buy some MEX." Yeah, probably towards the end of the year. RS says, "I've never felt like a first-class citizen." Yeah, exactly. And Holder says, "Shittiest coin project ever created by humanity." Yeah, I agree. I think it's worse than Terra Luna, to be honest. But this is my real problem. You got Adrian888 here, who's obviously a Multiverse X fan, who says dips are tough. I think it's a bit more than a dip. It's like a 5-year constant decline. But anyway, he said dips are tough, but Multiverse X infra upgrades incoming could flip sentiment. Supernova decoupling and sub 300 milliseconds finality plus staking version 5 tail emission equals massive volume potential for agents/DeFi. Agent-driven transactions could revive ecosystem flows. Who's building keepers swaps on it? I understand very little of that, and I think that's the problem, is because they are probably making it for people who build. I can't see this ever getting any adoption with normal people. Technically, it might be really good, but at the same time, if no one uses it, who cares? Now, the problem I have is that, even if I decide to unlock some XMEX, so say, for example, here, if I wanted to unlock this MEX here, I would have to discharge it, which would cost me $296, leaving me with $623. That would only give an unlocking date of January next year. So by my calculations, that $623 will probably be worth less than $100 by January. So it's hardly worth doing, is it? Well, there you go. That's what I think anyway. If you've got any other ideas, then please do let me know in the comments down below. But meanwhile, if you want a sure way of getting some free crypto, do check out this video that's linked in the top corner now, or just click the video at the end of this video. All right. But other than that, Have a great Sunday. See you soon. Above all, tell your friends.